Hey there guys, I'm Thomas from TAC TV, and I'd like to thank you for all of your amazing feedback that you gave me in the YouTube comments and on Reddit. It's really made a big difference. I'd love to see you guys continue to give me that feedback so I can help to improve our videos in the future. If you haven't already figured it out, this video is about the Outlaw Rogue. There's 3 buttons at the top that will allow you to skip to the section that you want to learn about. And without any further ado, let's talk about the abilities. Okay, so let me get out of this mode. There we go. Why is that up? So the first thing I want everybody to notice is stealth. This might be obvious or not obvious. For me, it was not obvious, and I didn't realize it. But when you look at stealth and your abilities, conceals you in the shadows until canceled, allowing you to stalk enemies without being seen. Doesn't say anything about damage increased by 50%. So keep that in mind, that anything you do out of stealth, any ability you do that brings you out of stealth will be increased by 50%. So ambush increased by 50%. Let's see, run through increased by 50%. Anything you do. So keep that in mind. So now let's talk about Saber Slash. Saber Slash is this little blue ability down here. It's basically the new Sinister Strike, but it has some cool twist to it. So it's going to do almost all the pretty much all of your damage, all of your main damage is coming from this ability. Does damage. It has a 35% chance to strike an additional time, making your next pistol shot free. So pistol shot is our ranged attack, by the way, and that can proc. And when it's free, I mean, it's good to use when you're chasing somebody and they're almost dead. Like, I like to just spam it on them until they die. But it's also something you should use for a free combo point when you get a proc. So let me try to get a proc here. Alright, see, there's a proc. It has a little lock and load thing up there. Bam, free combo point. Didn't cost any energy. So that's something you want to be using. And also, you can always get 1 combo point without getting the proc too if you need to. It's instant cast. So Saber Slash has a 35% chance to strike an additional time. So when it strikes an additional time, that's a lot of damage. Let's see if we can make it do it. There we go. So you could see it did it at least twice there. But for each time it did it, it also so if I click the ability once and it attacks twice, I actually get 2 combo points. So that's another reason that it's pretty overpowered. So that's Saber Slash. I just kind of explained Pistol Shot, so you know what that does, and you know it's a good ranged ability. It's instant cast. You can use it like that. Let's talk about probably my favorite ability, because it was what Kidney Shot was. Now it is Between the Eyes. Where is that? It looks like a gun. It's very weird. I'm not used to this ability. It does more damage based on the combo points you use, and it also stuns them based on the combo points. So you can see that up to 5 seconds here. So if I have 5 combo points, 5 seconds, and I get some decent damage. This is one that I like to open with, so it's on cooldown right now. I'll show you in a second. But it does a lot of damage. It's a great opener. It keeps them locked down. So if you're one of those people who has a lot of latency and you don't like it when people are running around when you try to open on them, just, open with this. It's worth doing. Either way, it's worth doing. It's a great opener spell. What are our other choices here? So we also have Run Through, which is basically our new Eviscerate. If you don't know what that is, that's just whatever combo points you use. However many you use, it increases the damage up to 5. So it says up here I can get up to 71k damage with Run Through, with 5 combo points, which I don't think it's that's not exactly what you're going to get. It's not, oftentimes this is one of the last abilities you'll use, but it's still important to use it. So I'll show you. Let's see if we can make it do some big damage here. So here it is. Bam. Not bad at all. Not bad. It does a lot of damage. So definitely something you want to consider using in your rotation, which we'll talk about later. But that's the ability for you. It does a lot of damage. It's a finisher. It's good. Actually, let's see what it does in stealth, because this should be increased by 50%. Yeah, I don't know. It was less there, but who knows? It could have just been unlucky. What are we talking about now? So run through. Oh, here we go. Probably the most important ability, the craziest ability the Outlaw Rogues get right now, and it's called Roll the Bones. And it used to be Slice and Dice. So Slice and Dice would increase your haste by a set amount, but the longer it would be for longer for the amount of combo points you use. And that is the same with Roll the Bones, except Roll the Bones, it's basically roll the dice on your buffs. So let's see, you can get, there's 6 different things you can get, and you can get them in a combination of 1, 2, 3, or even all 6 at once. And if you if you get all 6 at once, you're really lucky, because that is a very low chance. But if you do get it, that you're basically a rogue god. Like you're just going to be destroying everyone if you know how to use it. So here's what each one does, each buff from Roll the Bones. Let's see if we can get one real quick. I'll try to explain them as I get them. See if I can get all 6. That'd be really cool. Okay, what did I get here? I got 2 of them. Broadsides. Your attacks generate 1 additional combo point. So that is with Saber Slash. I mean, look at that. I'm already at full combo points. So now we can... Okay, well, let's do this one real quick. True Bearing. Finishers reduce the remaining cooldown on many of your abilities by 2 seconds per combo point. So, watch this. We still have time to do this. This is Killing Spree. Bam. So now, where's Killing Spree? There it is. Look at that. Go back and look at this if you missed it, but I'm using it as much as I can while I can, but it's really reducing the cooldown really quickly. So I just used Killing Spree, and look how far I got it with that buff. Pretty awesome. Not only does it work for Killing Spree, it also works for Adrenaline Rush, and it might work for Cannonball Barrage. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact it does work for Sprint. So you can basically get another sprint pretty quickly if you use it and get that. And I know this is getting confusing, but if you're using these abilities a lot, you'll just realize that they're up again. You'll be like, oh, I can use that again. So pay attention to that, and remember that could be something that's happening where that's why you're getting them back so quickly. All right, so we got those. We got Broadsides and True Bearing. Buried Treasure increases energy regeneration by 25%, and I'll get to this later. Notice that I'm taking Vigor, which increases my energy regeneration by 10% passively, so having this like that makes energy regeneration really fast, as you can see in the top. So that's definitely a good one to get. Shark Infested Waters, critical strike chances increased by 25%. I may have already said this one, I don't remember. But this one is really freaking awesome. Like, it is one of my favorite ones. Look at those crits just coming over and over again. It's what brings in the big damage. When you see that one, you really want to start going crazy. Jolly Roger is really good. It increases the chance that Saber Slash will hit twice or more. As you can see, that's awesome. Grand Melee, attack speed increased by additional 50% and leech increased by 25%. And look at the healing I'm getting now. Let's see what we can do. Get some major healing here. That's from the leech. It's all from the leech. Just from this. Okay. True Bearing, we did that one. Broadsides, we did that one. Oh, did I do all 6? I'm not sure. Well, let's see. Let me look at my little list here. Sides, Grand Melee, True Bearing, Buried Treasure. I think that's all of them. But remember that you can get more than one at once. Obviously, I'm getting 2 a lot. 2 is probably the average of what you'll get. 1 is the most common. You might get 1. Sometimes I get 3, and when I get 3, I know I need to take advantage of it because it's really good. And then you can get 6, which I have not gotten yet, but it's a really low chance. Like I said, this ability it's amazing. Like, there's a talent down here, Slice and Dice. It replaces Roll the Bones. It gives you a chance to increase your attack speed by 100%. I don't care if it's 100%. I would rather have Roll the Bones. And plus, Mark for Death is amazing, so yep. So we got that out of the way. Now let's talk about defensive abilities, and I don't know if I want to try this or not, but so we have this ability now that was evasion and now is riposte, or riposte. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Grants 100% chance to parry for 10 seconds, and each time you parry an attack, you will riposte the target for 8,000 physical damage. It's not that much damage, and it can only happen once per 1 second. So let's see if we can... I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to attack this thing. It's probably going to beat me up, but yeah, it's still beating me up. But the way it works is... There used to be a warrior ability back in the day that was like this, and it's really cool, but use it when you're facing melee people. They can still hit you from the back, so make sure you're facing them, and it's a good way to once you have that up, do a Crimson Vial, which I'll explain right now actually. Drinking concoction that heals you for 42% of your maximum health over 6 seconds. I don't know why it says 42%. Is that because it's probably, I don't know, but that's going to be healing you. It's a new ability we have that every 30 seconds we can use it. It's amazing. Look, I'm using it again, and it's a lot of healing. It's a lot of healing, and before we did not have anything except recuperate, and that was a finisher, and this one is just a free whatever. It's just on a cooldown. I like it a lot. It's a good change. Not much more to say about that, but let's move on to blind. Cloak of Shadows provides a moment of magic immunity, instantly removing all harmful spell effects. The cloak lingers, causing you to resist harmful spells for 5 seconds. Yes, this is really good. It's the same spell that it's been in the past, so if you're trying to get back into stealth, you got a lot of dots on you, pop it, bam, then you can get into stealth. I did that the cheap way, but you know what I mean. And that'll keep you in stealth is what I'm trying to say. So like those dots won't bring you out because you won't have dots on you. Crimson Vial, Cloak of Shadows, and we have Feint, and Feint is good. You just have to know when to use it. Reduces AoE ability damage. Let's see, how long is it? Let's get out of this. For 4 seconds for 50%. So 50% AoE damage reduction for 4 seconds at the cost of 20 energy, which is not a lot at all, as you can see. Really good. It's always been good. There was a talent that went with it, and there still is, and it's really good, but I like Iron Stomach better, so I'm using it. But the talent, if you want to use it, because it's really good for flag carrying, Feint also reduces all damage you take from non-area of effect attacks by 30% for 5 seconds. So for those 5 seconds or 4 seconds or however long it is, you get 30% reduced damage from all sources, which is amazing actually. But like I said, I like this talent better for the healing because of health stones and healing potions. So those are the defensive abilities. Okay, so here are the talents. If you just want to see what I'm using and use it and try it out yourself, go ahead and use these. If you want to learn more about why I chose these, just stick around and I'll explain it. So let's go ahead and start with the 15 row. I chose Ghostly Strike. That's because 1, it awards 1 combo point, whereas Saber Slash has a 10% increased chance to strike an additional time. I don't really like this because Saber Strike already has a good chance, and there's actually a buff that you'll get as you're playing that increases the chance to get it. So this is really not needed. Quick Draw is good. I could see myself using it as well, so if you want to try this one, feel free. Free uses of Pistol Shot granted by Saber Slash now generate 1 additional combo point and deal 50% increased damage. The reason I don't take this one is because it's increasing the damage of Pistol Shot versus Ghostly Strike, is increasing all damage by 10% for 15 seconds against that enemy. So if I had to choose, I would say Ghostly Strike, because most of our damage is from Saber Slash, and I want to increase that damage as much as I can. And then, like I said, it awards 1 combo point. So that's the level 15 row. Let's go to the level 30 row. Grappling Hook is really cool. You can pull yourself around and it's on a 30-second cooldown, but it's really clunky, it's kind of hard to use, and it was fun, but I didn't really think it was that great in PvP. It's not good for like staying with somebody, in my opinion. I'm sure some people can master it and make it really good, but when you have an ability like Acrobatic Strikes, increases the range of all your melee attacks by 3 yards. Now you may not understand how good that is, but it is amazing. Especially if you have any latency, just take this one. It's going to be crazy good. And then if you're... These are very, very similar in the effect they give. So hit and run is going to make it easier for you to stick to the target. Acrobatic Strikes is going to make it a lot more easy to stick to the target because you don't even have to be as close to the target. Definitely I would go with Acrobatic Strikes, but hit and run is a good alternative, and I would stay away from Grappling Hook. Okay, so let's go to the 45 row. Deeper Stratagem. You can have 6 combo points, and they deal 10% more damage if you use all 6. This is a good alternative. Anticipation, I don't recommend using this one at all. You can have a maximum of 8 combo points, but finishers still consume a maximum of 5 combo points. That's just lazy playing. Like, this is for lazy people. Vigor increases your maximum energy by 50 and your energy regeneration by 10%. This one is really good because now everything you want to be doing as Outlaw right now is built around using energy for Saber Slashes. So increasing your maximum energy by 50 is amazing. And your energy regeneration by 10%, that's great too. And plus, with Roll the Bones, we get a buff that increases that amount. So definitely go with this one. I would not choose the other ones. Okay, for the level 60 row, Iron Stomach, Elusiveness, and Cheat Death. Never take Cheat Death. There's no point. It's really not that good. It's just annoying when people take this because it just takes longer to kill them. It's inevitable. You're gonna die, but it just takes longer. Elusiveness, Feint also reduces the damage you take from non-area of effect attacks by 30% for 5 seconds. This one has always been really good. Flag carrying, just running around and using it to save yourself. Really good. Right now, if Iron Stomach wasn't a talent, I definitely would take this, and this is still a good alternative to Iron Stomach, but Iron Stomach is freaking amazing. Increases the healing you receive from Crimson Vial, which is a really great heal on a short cooldown that Outlaw Rogues now have. Healing Potions and Health Stones. And Health Stone, I know for sure Crimson Vial and Health Stones are not on the same cooldown, so you can get 30% more of that healing from both of those at the same time, so you can go from no health to a lot of health pretty quickly and turn the battle around. So that's the level 60 row. Let's go move on to the 75 row. Parlay, Prey on the Weak, and Dirty Tricks. Don't even worry about this. Read it if you want. It's interesting. I would rather have Blind. I would much rather have Blind. Prey on the Weak is good, and this tooltip is really confusing right now. But I'm not really worried about using it right now because Dirty Tricks is really good. So Gouge, Blind, Cheap Shot, and Sap no longer cost energy, and like I was saying before, why we took this talent is because we need more energy in order for our Saber Slashes to do more damage. This helps us too. This allows us to dismantle people. Essentially not the ability to dismantle, but it allows us to keep people from doing things, keep them locked down, and without using as much energy so that we can use more Saber Slashes when we need them. Okay, the 90 row talents. Cannonball Barrage is really good, but it's not as good as Killing Spree. Alacrity is good too, but it's like I said, Killing Spree is gonna get, this is like almost giving you a guaranteed kill on top of what is the other one, Adrenaline Rush. Like between Adrenaline Rush and Killing Spree, those are like 2 free kills on somebody if you use them correctly. So these are like, this one is not going to grant you a free kill. Cannonball Barrage, Alacrity is not, might grant you extra kills, but it's not going to be obvious. Like Killing Spree is what you want. So let's move on to the 100 row. Slice and Dice replaces Roll the Bones. No, you don't want to replace Roll the Bones. I don't care if it's attack speed by 200%. Although that actually I would care. That would be really cool. But Roll the Bones is just so powerful right now. I would not replace it. And plus, Mark for Death is like the best ability rogues have, and people don't really realize this, but this gives you so much more control. And I don't know if I've said this yet, but stealth increases damage by 50% as an Outlaw Rogue. So being able to have those really strong finisher openers, that sounds really weird to say, but like the finisher abilities, opening with them with a Mark for Death because you get 5 combo points can really make some strong openers. Death from Above, don't take it. There's no point, and it replaces Run Through, which is already a really good ability. I don't want this AoE crap. I don't want to jump in the air. It gives me bad memories. So that's the talents. Okay, so instead of a traditional rotation, I'm going to kind of show you the raw footage of Rogue, because Rogue, there's really no rotation. I mean, there is, but I feel like the best way to show you what I'm doing is to actually do a skirmish and kind of explain it as I go. And like I said, this is raw. I have no macros, no anything. This is very raw, so you'll see up here, you'll see all the abilities I'm casting at all times, so you'll know what I'm doing. I'm going to try to explain it. Oh, this actually is 3s, and I want to get a sap, but it's, since I don't have like unlimited sprint like we used to have, it's going to be pretty hard, so I'm not going to get a sap this time. I'm going to look for a good target. Death Knight does not look like a good target. Warlock probably is what I should be killing, so I'm probably going to open on him. Alright, opening on him with Between the Eyes, 5 combo point. Building up my Roll the Bones. I'm rolling the bones. I didn't get anything too great. Saber Slash. I'm going to try again for the Roll the Bones. I'm staying on this guy though. Building up combo points using my pistol shots. I didn't really get anything good that time. I'm going to do it again. Didn't really get anything good. I'm going to get some health back. Crimson Vial. Alright, here we go. Let's see what I can do. Nice. Back to my healer, building up combo points again. I still have a good Roll the Bones right now, so I'm gonna get on this Feral and try to finish him. He's done. As you can see, I'm spamming Saber Slash a lot. Just kind of the way you play right now. Thanks for watching. Once again, we're looking for your feedback to improve the videos. I know this was a long one. Let me know if you think that's okay or you'd rather me condense the information. Either way, thank you for your support so far. I'm Thomas with TAC TV. Have a great day. Also, if you have an idea to help make the videos better, leave a comment down below, send us a tweet, post on the Reddit link. However you want to do it, we'll be listening.